Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Richard Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. He gets the job done and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Our game tonight, we would like to recognize our 2024 seniors.
I'm kidding.
Our first senior, number 1, Gennaro Pico. Gennaro Pico has been in the Hornell baseball program for 6 years and been on varsity for the past 3. Gennaro is escorted to the field by his mom, Laura Pico, and dad, Pasquale Pico. After graduation, he plans to attend Alfred University and continue his basketball career and major in biology. His favorite memory is getting a walk-off hit against Livonia in 10th grade. He'd like to leave his hitting ability to his brother PJ. He'd also like to thank his coaches. Senior, Gennaro Pico. Our next senior is number 4, Eric Ross. Eric has also been in the program for 6 years and been on varsity for the past 2. He is escorted by his mom, Jennifer, and his dad, Peter. After graduation, he plans on joining the Marines. His favorite baseball memory is spending time with his friends throughout the years. He'd like to leave his arm to Lucas and his baseball hair to Webb. He'd also like to thank his friends, family, and coaches for always supporting him. Senior, Eric Ross. Our next senior is number 5, Hayden Smith. Hayden has also been in the program for 6 years and been on varsity the past 2. Hayden is escorted by his mother, Mary, and his father, Patrick Smith. His plans after graduation is work in the field of metal fabrication. His favorite memory is his 10th grade season where the team went 14-1 and just being alongside his best buds. He'd like to leave his sliding skills and the ability to grow a beard to Lucas Hancock. He really needs it. He'd like to thank his parents, his coaches throughout his life, and keep the spirit of my grandfather in his heart, because I know how proud this moment would have made him, just wishing that he could be here watching me play in the uniform one last time. Senior Hayden Smith. Next, senior number 7, Andrew Davis. Also been in the baseball program 6 years and on varsity with the last 2. He is escorted by his parents, Chris and Carrie Davis. He plans on attending Genesee Community College for general studies and continue his baseball career. His favorite memory was getting hit in the eye in Little League. He liked his ability to run to Braden Fowler. He'd like to thank his coach Flint for the last 4 years of baseball career and always pushing me to be a better person and player. Senior Andrew Davis. Next senior is number 8, Logan Snyder. This is Logan's first year in the baseball program. He is escorted by his mama, Stacy. After graduation, he plans to attend Hobart to study architecture and continue playing football. His favorite baseball memory, it hurts him to say, but watching you guys win the championship. He'd like to leave his ability to hit to Aaron. I enjoyed this season, and also our record doesn't say much. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else but you guys. Senior Logan Snyder. Next, number 15, Braden Vaughn. Also in the baseball program 6 years and spent the last 2 on varsity. He is escorted by his mom, Crystal Herbert. He plans to go to Alfred University after graduation. His favorite baseball memory was making it to the sectional championship last year. He'd like to leave his baseball bat to Wyatt Ebbingham. He'd like to thank his mom for leaving work early every day I have a game to make it on time, and for being my biggest supporter throughout my life. Thank you, Coach Flynn, for the past 4 baseball seasons. There has been a lot of amazing memories that I will remember forever. Senior, number 15, Braden Vaughn. Next, senior, number 22, Dan Barnett. Dan has also been in the program for 6 years and been on varsity the last 2. He's escorted by his dad, Daniel Barnett Sr., and mom, Jody Barnett. After graduation, he plans to enlist in the Marine Corps and infantry. His favorite baseball memory is Xavier camped under a pop fly and hit him right in the eye. He'd like to leave his jersey number 22 to Lucas Hancock. He'd like to thank his dad for our post-game talks. Thank you to my dad, mom, and sister, and always being there to support me. Thank you to my little brother Joey for making sure I stay positive after a bad game. Senior, Dan Barnett. Next senior, number 24, Charlie Oyer. Also been in the program for 6 years and on varsity the last 2. Charlie, as he wants to be called Choyer, is being escorted by EJ and Barb Oyer. Charlie, you can't write very well. And his sisters. I can't read his writing, I apologize. After graduation, he plans on becoming a diesel mechanic. His favorite baseball memory is my hit that ended the Dansville game with a walk-off win. We'd like to leave Aaron McInerney his batting average. Hit better, my kiddo. He'd like to thank his family, mostly my parents, for their support throughout my baseball career. Senior, Choyer. Last but not least, number 34, Davin Oyer. Also been in the program 6 years and on varsity the last 2. He is being escorted to the field by Deb and Jim. He plans on going to Alfred State for financial planning. His favorite baseball memory is going to the Section 5 championship. And just like Devin, he's taking all his skills with him, and he's just thanking everybody in his family. Coach Flint has a couple words for you guys and parents. He wants to thank the parents. Thank you to the varsity coaches, Pat McHale and Mike Bassett, for their many dedicated hours. JV coaches, Chris Van Leeuwen, Kyle Flights, and modified coach, Joe Gibson. Thank you to the field crew for all they do and their hard work of keeping Hornell High School's field one of the best. We'd like to thank Laura Pico for doing such a great job keeping the book and helping with senior night. He really would like to thank his wife Kathy for helping and also letting him be the baseball coach of Hornell High School. Thank you, class of 2024 seniors.
And apparently he forgot one person, me, his favorite announcer. But we'll talk about that afterwards, Joe. And quite honestly, the most incredible thing that happened, we should give Athletic Director John Cardinal a round of applause for reading all that handwritten stuff that was on those papers.
So hello everybody and welcome to tonight's baseball game between Hornell and Canisteo-Greenwood. I'm Bob Fleischer, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth. This game, originally scheduled for the very first game of the season, ends up being the last game of the season for Hornell. Canisteo does play again tomorrow against Campbell-Savona. Tomorrow all teams have to be done with the regular season. In order to start sectionals. Hornell will be in sectionals. We'll take a quick peek at the standings. You see in Class B, Canisteo there in 11th place with a 6-5 record. They played only 11 games this year. Hornell 3-11 with 14 games will be complete here today. It looks like if Hornell doesn't move on Wednesday or on Friday, they will be traveling to Batavia to play Notre Dame of Batavia. If you remember last year, Hornell beat Batavia. So Batavia, there's two high schools in Batavia, Batavia High School and Notre Dame of Batavia. And Hornell beat Batavia last year in sectionals, and they'll face Notre Dame of Batavia, which I can tell you, I do not, and this is my 35th year of bringing you high school sports here for Hornell. Don't ever remember a Hornell team playing Notre Dame of Batavia in any sport at all. So we take a look at the Livingston County Athletic Association. Waco has won the Livingston Division, First Division Athletic Association with a 6-2 record. There's Davin Oyer, senior. And we'll take a look at the Steuben County Division I High School Athletic Association. Campbell-Savona, that's who Canisteo-Greenwood plays. It looks like they will end up in third place in the Steuben County Division I standings. So that's it. We'll be back with the first pitch after this.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on two beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'll be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
And along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
My entire practice is focused and centered around St. James Hospital in Hornell. We see a lot of joint pain from hips, shoulders, and knees, whether you're a weekend warrior or even a 80 to 90-year-old who just wants to stay active and keep walking a couple blocks in their neighborhood. I want to spend the time to connect, to really hear you and understand why you've come to visit me to seek treatment. It drives me to be the best physician I can be so that you can go back and do the things that you want to do in life.
On the mound starting for Hornell is number 7, Andrew Davis, the senior. Let me rephrase that. Senior Andrew Davis. Watch him warm up there. If you're just joining us, taking a look at the Class B standings. Every team does make sectionals. It looks like Hornell will be relegated to the 15th spot. This is their last game on the schedule for them. Canisteo in the 11th spot. They do have another game, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out for them when it comes to their standings. The way things look like they're going to end here is Hornell will be traveling to Notre Dame of Batavia on Friday. And a game I'm not sure we're going to be bringing you because I don't know the stipulations. They haven't sent out the new notifications yet for streaming on Section 5. So we'll figure that out and let you know. Again, we'll take a look at the Livingston Division I Athletic Association standings. Waco has won that, 6-2 record. Hornell comes in at 1-7. And Canisteo in the Steuben County Division I High School Athletic Association League has come in 3rd. So leading off for Dansville is Colby Lamphere, the senior. Hornell coming off a walk-off win yesterday at Leroy. Hornell just can't catch a break. They get ahead in games and just happen to relinquish it. So we'll see what happens here today against a tough Canisteo school. Final few pitches. For the warm-up. Both teams in red.
Chargers, center fielder number 2, Colby Lamphere.
So Colby Lamphere.
Kevin Sirianni's on deck.
Sorry, I'm being attacked by bees here. Colby tries to lay down a bunt. A 1-2 count. And complete the put out. And one down.
Now, the plate for Canisteo-Greenwood, your shortstop, number 10, Kevin Sirianni. Tate Stewart is on deck.
So Kevin Sirianni, a 10th grader. Fastball by Davis. Oh, and 2 to Sirianni. And strike 3, blows him by with the fastball.
Coming to the plate, the Chargers, the pitcher, number 9, Tate Stewart. Thomas Sirianni is on deck.
This is Tage Stewart, the senior. This is Andrew's 20th inning pitched here this year. He's appeared in. This will be his 6th game that he's appeared in. He's a record of 1-0. There's a base hit.
Catcher number 4, Thomas Sirianni. Caden Mitchell is on deck.
Andrew struck out 3 batters and walked 18 on the season. So a 2-out hit by Stewart. This is Thomas Sirianni. That's going to be fouled off. As Stewart hustles down to second, but only to turn back on the foul. That's low. 3-1 to Stewart, or to Sirianni. That's outside, so a walk.
Coming to the plate for the Chargers, the second baseman, number 3, Caden Mitchell. Joe Mitchell is on deck.
This brings up Caden Mitchell. So 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 count now to Caden. Thomas Sirianni at first. And Tage Stewart at second, the lone runners. And there's strike 3. So Davis got the first 2 out, put 2 on, and closes the door on Canisteo at the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first today's game is brought to you by Alfred State College. Give them a call. Talk about scholarships, financial aid payments. Take a tour of the beautiful campus at Alfred State College. Ranked #1 regional college by U.S. rankings. Hit the ground running with a degree at Alfred State College. And by Wilkins Auto Sales, car haulers, utility trailers, jump trailers, and so much more. A huge selection up there. Just outside the Hornell city limits on your way to Elmet, it's Wilkins Auto Sales. Call 607-368-2842, Wilkins Auto Sales. And by Strobel Supply, 40 Shum Industrial Park in Hornell, 607-324-1721. Log on to strobelsupply.com. Check out their complete inventory of 3M products as well as DuPont paint and chemical products at Strobel Supply. Lamax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. 193 Seneca Street in Hornell. Lamax. Log on to Lamax Automax. That's with 2x's.com. Check out their complete inventory of used vans, trucks, and autos at Lamax. Oyer Self-Storage. Located in Elmond and Wellsville. 24-hour-day access, long-term discounts, sizes up to 10 by 30. Safe and secure. Right there at Oyer's Self-Storage, 382-8172, Oyer's Self-Storage. The fine doctors and staff at St. James Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on. Injured, they've got you covered. Thanks to the Orthopedics Department at St. James Hospital. And Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs, 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. Log on to call Valley Apparel and Designs, 281-8777. On the mound for the Canisteo-Greenwood Chargers is Tage Stewart. Tage is senior. Watch him warm up here for a moment. Don't know much about Canisteo except their record. I'd have liked to got down and done a few games this year, but with Hornell softball and baseball, tough to get down there.
Leading off the inning for the Hornell Red Raiders will be number 7, pitcher Andrew Davis. Gennaro Pico on deck.
So Andrew Davis leads things off here for Hornell, bottom of the first inning. And Tage starts out with the fastball. Nice, easy play for Tage.
Gennaro Pico. Charlie Oyer on deck.
So one down, Gennaro Pico. Takes a ball. Pico, one of the seniors honored today, as well was Andrew Davis. That one high from Tage. Got Charles on third, Sirianni on at short, Caden Mitchell at second. And first base is Joe Mitchell, to differentiate the Siriannis, because there's two Siriannis too. That's Kevin Sirianni at short. In the outfield, we have Brendan Ackerman, Colby Lamphere, and Colin Cox. 3-1 count to Pico, and that's inside, so Gennaro walks. I want to thank everybody for joining me from, obviously, the beautiful Canisteo Valley, one of the greatest places, I believe, to live in New York State. I really love this area. Love the people. Especially the change of seasons. This one lifted. Mitchell underneath it. Oh, and Mitchell misplays it. And unfortunately, what are you gonna? There's nothing you can do there. I thought they usually called an infield fly rule. I'm not sure what the difference is. I saw that happen in the major leagues the other day, where a guy let it tip his glove and fell out, but I don't know the whole 100% rule of that, because that's the first time I've seen it. Because I've seen the in the major leagues anyways, the infield fly rule called even when it's on the grass, just entering the outfield, so I'm not sure. Why that was. Oyer. So 2 down, 0-2 count to Davin Oyer. So it actually just scores as a fielder's choice. That Oyer hit into, unfortunately. So a base hit by Oyer. So an Oyer on first and an Oyer on second. Hey. That one high. They do give an error to Mitchell. And that one is going to squeeze through. All the batters are going to stop. Or all the runners are going to stop. Check that. So Charlie Oyer at third now. Davin Oyer at first.
Left fielder number 5, Hayden Smith. Eric Ross.
And Braden Vaughn. And he got him. Charlie Oyer a little bit too far off third. Nice throw over by Tage. Nothing worse. That's what Hornell's basically. You want to write a book about how Hornell is, what the way their record is. It's things like that this year. Just base running mistakes, errors, and so on. So we'll be back.
Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Richard Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. He gets the job done and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
So this is Joe Mitchell, the 6th in the batting order for Canisteo. Two and one. Joe, an 11th grader. Two and two. And strike three. Colin Cox. So 4 strikeouts here for Davis and a late swing by Cox. And 2. Or that was a strikeout. I apologize. So 5 strikeouts for Davis. This is Brendan Ackerman. Ackerman in 10th grade. That would make him a sophomore. So another strikeout for Davis. Today's game is brought to you by Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired? It's Ed's Computers, Ed's Computers. And by the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell, all your Italian favorites from the Argenteri family. Over 60 years of that great Italian cuisine. Steaks, my favorite toasted subs, chicken wings, and so much more. The Italian Villa. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. Dr. Pico. And by Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Giglio, 24-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Giglio's. And by accepting new patients now with over 30 years of experience, Dr. John Wine, Dr. Richard Kowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive, 607-324-7246, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Thanks, Wine Chiropractic. Tage Stewart.
Left fielder, number 5, Hayden Smith. Eric Ross on deck.
Eric Ross. Ooh, and Ross gets beamed.
Off the plate for the Red Raiders to be the right fielder. Number 4, Eric Ross.
I'm sorry, that was Hayden. Let me check that. Hayden Smith got hit by pitch that time. Just to differentiate, there's Hayden. Got on base the hard way. Now Eric Ross is up. Nice pitch by Stewart. Eric Ross, a senior. Had somebody ask me, and for those that maybe have seen around and wonder why the flags were at half staff throughout New York State, that's in honor of the gentleman that was killed working for the DOT up in the Rochester area, I believe it was, and was hit by an out-of-control tractor trailer. Unfortunately, he was just doing his job, doing repair work on the highway, and got killed. So flags are at half mast as Ross goes down.
At the plate for the Red Raiders, in the center fielder, number 22, Dan Barnett. Logan Snyder on the back.
One and one from Stewart. Hornell with a 3-11 record. Canisteo with a 6-5 record. Smith gets in there. Hayden's father, Pat, grew up down the street from me, or actually on Hornell Street, right around the corner from the street I still live on. And it was going back before the highway was built. So 2 down. Does move Smith over.
Making his way to the plate will be the catcher, number 8, Logan Snyder.
To third. So nice play by Caden Mitchell.
Andrew Davis is on deck.
Caden, one of the family members of the huge Mitchell family that most of them attended Hornell. I think his father is Andrew. I can't keep track of him. Very good family. And Mitchell for another one. Still no score. We'll be back.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
So top of the third, still no score. The John and Dagan scoreboard. Ooh. This one popped up. Daniel Barnett. Right there. Barnett usually playing left field, but has acclimated to center pretty good. One down. Davis about to throw his 35th pitch. Bunt. Oh, that could be disastrous. Yeah, too many people are running in to try to. Let's take a look at that again. That was.
Batting for the Chargers will be the shortstop, number 10, Kevin Sirianni. James Stewart is on deck.
So nice bunt by Lamphere, and he's got a smile on his face, and rightfully so. See what the official. So they're giving an error on Davis. Yeah, I should have been. I would have given an error to Pico for running into him. Oh, and that ball's going to go into the outfield. Heads up base running by Lamphere. Errors upon errors. Brings up Kevin Sirianni. Kevin, who struck out in the first inning. Davis with 6 strikeouts here through 2 in the third. I absolutely love this. The fact that Hornell is playing Canisteo, I wish, like last year, I wish we'd play every year. Now that they're in B, I think we will. But even if they were in C, Hornell does play C schools, and that ball's going to get away. Logan unable to handle it in the pass ball. So excellent base running by Lamphere that whole time he was on base. He did a great job. I'd love to see Hornell. Last year, Hornell did play Arkport-Cancereg. I think they should be on the schedule every year as well. Arkport-Cancereg in the Steuben County League. Obviously, they're not in B. They are in C2, I believe, without looking. There's a strikeout. And I've talked about this before, but and not just Hornell, but a lot of teams that they've played and stuff, just the unearned runs that Hornell and a lot of high school baseball gives up each year. Like that run is an unearned run. It just... Is Rich back?
Yeah. He got back yesterday. Last night.
And the third out. But one run does score on an error with the passed ball. We're now coming up bottom of the third. Today's game is brought to you by... Actually, I've got to go backwards here. Today's game is brought to you by... I'm not sure who it's brought to you by. Okay, Maple City Collision. The best auto body repair shop around is Maple City Collision. Located on the campus of Maple City Dodge. Maple City Collision, all makes and models, all years. Tell them John Birch sent you at Maple City Collision. And by John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Been advertising me longer than anybody else. Thanks, John and Dagan, corner of Church and Genesee Streets. And by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, Daryl Howell, and the crew at Butler Excavating and City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. And by Twin Hickory Golf Club. Log on to twinhickorygolfclub.com. Check out membership rates as well as leagues. Buy a gift certificate for that golfer in your life. Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes overlooking the beautiful Canisteo Valley. Twin Hickory Golf Club. And by Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Of course, they're right across the street from each other. I see the salespeople going back and forth, and people too. It's a pretty neat operation they've got up there at Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. And Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 great locations to serve you better. Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies.
G. On deck.
So we're doing some substituting. I think that's why Coach Joe Flint is wandering about. There's Coach Flint in his second year, taking Hornell to the sectional championship last year, and then, of course, everybody knows about the disaster that happened there. But kind of struggling this year. Davis reaches. It's going to drop in. Davis reaches second and a double. What a heads-up play by Andrew Davis.
Now batting for the Raiders, the third baseman, number 1, Gennaro Pico. Charlie Oyer is on deck.
Now let's see if we can have nobody picked off on bases. Everyone's got to pay attention. We're covering. Pico, who drew a walk in the first inning. That's inside. Going to be a 2-2 count to Gennaro. Whoops. I don't know how that came up. Sorry about that. And Pico strikes out.
Making his way to the plate will be the shortstop, number 24, Charlie Oyer. Gavin Oyer on deck.
Canisteo-Greenwood up 1-0. Throwback check on Davis. 0-1 count. It's high and inside. There's Oyer. Has to back up a little. Another one high and inside. 2-1. Three and 1 to Oyer. That's low. Charlie Oyer.
Now making his way to the plate, the old just do it. Gavin Oyer. Number 34.
Who are you batting for?
Brayton Brown on deck.
One out. Charlie Oyer at first. Devin Oyer with a 1-0 count. Braden Vaughn, first baseman, on deck. Oyer's going to hit. I'm sorry, there was 2 on as Davis is coming home. I forgot about Andrew Davis on. Oh, and Charlie gets thrown out again. Another base running mistake by Charlie Oyer. Wow. Unfortunate. Tried to get to third. Stuff that drives coaches crazy. Hornell does tie the ball game, but especially because it makes it 2 outs now with Vaughn, who's been a pretty decent hitter all season long, batting .235. He's had spurts of, where he's hit very well, and then some dry parts too, but he seemed to be hitting very well now. So that's one of the bad parts about Oyer being thrown out. Two and 2 count, and strike 3.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'll be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Getting off the inning for the Chargers. With the catcher, number 4, Thomas Sirianni.
Sirianni. Thomas Sirianni up first. And beautiful hit just out of the reach of Pico. Sirianni rounds first.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Katie Mitchell. Joe Mitchell on deck.
This one lifted Barnett underneath it.
Played for the Chargers to be the first baseman, number 11, Joe Mitchell. Alan Cox on deck.
Thomas Sirianni down to second. Looks like he might have jammed his finger. One and one. It's in the dirt. This is Joe Mitchell, the 11th grader. Joe struck out in the second inning. Behind on that one, 2 and 2. Three and 2 full count. Thomas Sirianni, the lone runner at second for the Chargers. Ball gets free as Sirianni trots to third, and he is still shaking off his hand. Oh, he's got a cut, does he? Or? Some of those dirt burns or whatever you get, you might have hit some rocks there. They're painful. Like a paper cut. This one popped up, out of play. I was waiting, I was looking at the crowd. I knew it was going to happen. The ball was popped up and you hear that bang. Oh, and 1. Cox, who struck out, and Mitchell doesn't, well, it's dropped by Logan Snyder, the catcher, so Joe Mitchell is at second base now. Thomas Sirianni at third with 1 out. 1-1 count. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run home. And 2 runs come home. Nice hitting by
What's up?
Cox that time.
Now batting for Canisteo-Greenwood is the left fielder, number 1, Brendan Everett. Garrett Charles out there.
Strikeout, 2 outs. Eight strikeouts.
Now to play for the Chargers, third baseman, number 12, Garrett Charles.
For Andrew Davis here.
Coldwell and Fear on top.
Are they saying that he didn't get out of the way? Let's see what that. Pico put his hand up, and I'm not sure if he's thinking that. Well, no, I don't know. This is Garrett Charles, who popped up and popped out to center field. He is 0 for 1 today. He's looking at a 1-0 count. Braden Vaughn at first, Davin Hoyer second, Charlie Hoyer third, Gennaro Pico playing, or I'm sorry, Charlie Hoyer playing short, Gennaro Pico playing third, Logan Snyder catching, Evingham in left, Daniel Barnett Jr. in center, and Seamus Cork in right field. So going to be a 3-1 count to Charles, I believe. Let's see. No, it's that was a strike. Wow. So 2-2. Like his 9th strikeout to be Charles. Garrett Charles, only a 10th grader. And strike 3. So 2 runs do come home as Canisteo-Greenwood takes the lead 3-1. Today's game is brought to you by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, your Hornell Red Raiders, and everything Section 5, Connors and Ferris. And by the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street, Hornell. Cremation services $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks Jim Dagan and Laura Pico. Traditional funeral services, military funerals, and so much more. The Dagan Funeral Home. And First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's right, earn cashback rewards for an ATM fees refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Taking a quick peek again for those who joined us late here. In the Class B baseball standings, yes, Canisteo-Greenwood is in Class B this year. Their first got moved up. So did Notre Dame Batavia, and they're 15-1, and it looks like Hornell will be playing them on Friday. The jury is still out on who Greenwood will be playing. Their games, I believe, are scheduled for Saturday. So we'll see what happens there. And you can see the final Livingston County Athletic Association stand. Not really the final, but Waco has won the Livingston County, and Campbell-Savona has won the Steuben County. These are both in Division I league as well. So great base running by Canisteo-Greenwood in that top of the half of the inning to create some runs. Seamus Cork behind that pitch from Stewart. Oh, and 2 count. Seamus Cork. Cork pops one up. Easy play by Mitchell. Joe Mitchell.
Number 2, Wyatt Evingham. Dan Barnett is on deck.
Wyatt Evingham fouls one off. A loud bang you hear is the cover of the stadium. Just to watch everybody jump. The ones that aren't watching the game that are on their phones. That's what you get. Ooh, foul tip. The umpire's all right. Says he's got a hard head and a hard hat. he drops the ball. Kind of a soft toss that time. Good hustle by Wyatt. Let's take a look at that again. Just a nonchalant, but still got to be caught by the first baseman. Oh yeah, he's got to catch that. Another one. We've had games where it never hits the roof, and now we've had 3 in the last 15 minutes. Effingham has to head on back. Oh, and 2 count to Barnett Jr. As Effingham heads down to second with 2 outs. And Barnett strikes out. Late call by the umpire.
Catcher number 8, Logan Schneider. And Drew Davis.
I thought it was a strike anyways, but I didn't see the umpire by the time I turned my camera away. Is he hurt too by sliding? Trying to see if he had any blood on his hand. That's in the dirt. That's high, 2-0. Three and 0. That's inside, so Snyder walks.
Making his way to the plate will be the pitcher, number 7, Andrew Davis. Gennaro Pinto on deck.
So top of the order for Hornell, Andrew Davis with 2 outs. Got Wyatt Effingham at second, and Logan Snyder at first. And a Morning Dove is circling the field here, and people are scrambling for cover. Davis pops one up. And the guys, whoa, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know they weren't talking, unfortunately, or fortunately that nobody it didn't get dropped. Things have got to be ironed out as sectional start. We'll be back.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
And along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
My entire practice is focused and centered around St. James Hospital in Hornell. We see a lot of joint pain from hips, shoulders, and knees, whether you're a weekend warrior or even a 80 to 90-year-old who just wants to stay active and keep walking a couple blocks in their neighborhood. I want to spend the time to connect, to really hear you and understand why you've come to visit me to seek treatment. It drives me to be the best physician I can be so that you can go back and do the things that you want to do in life.
Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Wyatt Evingham comes in to relieve Andy Davis.
Wyatt Evingham is now on the mound for the Hornell Red Raiders, starting off this inning for Canisteo-Greenwood with the center fielder number 2, Colin Lamphere.
So Lamphere leads things off. Squares to bunt, and that one's going to be foul.
Kevin Sirianni.
I want to thank everybody for joining me in the Canisteo Valley around Section 5 around the country. I see New Jersey is on. South Carolina and Wisconsin are both viewing the broadcast today. Don't know exactly. It doesn't, for some reason, it's not showing up the exact location, but it's giving me the state. I see Texas, too. It'll pop up. 1-2 count to Lamphere. Lamphere 0-2. And good pitch by Evingham.
Up to take for the Chargers will be the shortstop, number 10, Kevin Sirianni. Caden Stewart is on deck.
Sirianni struggled at the plate today. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Hornell's pitching has done extremely well today. It's just their defense has been suspect here. Hornell pitchers have counted for 10 strikeouts. 0-1 count to Sirianni. Nice off speed. You can see he's smiling because he thought that was a strike. Dribbler foul. If anyone watched the game Hornell yesterday, Hornell lost the game. Aaron McInerney hit, it was bases loaded, and hit the batsman to lose the game. Unfortunately, brought the winning run home on that hit the player. And last night I get home and the New York Mets did the same thing. They didn't lose they did lose the game, but they were winning 4-3 going into the ninth. The Mets were, and sure enough, the Phillies had bases loaded, and they're one of the top. There's a strikeout. One of the top reliever or top pitchers in the game and he plays for the Mets there. I can't make a mental block there. Hit a batsman to walk in the tying run. Closer. He was a closer. I'm trying to think the. So Tage Stewart. Tage 1 for 2. He's got a hit into center. This is his only hit. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Nobody on. This one popped up. Devin Oyer. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Today's game is brought to you by Alfred State College. Hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. When I went to Alfred State, it was only a 2-year school. Now it's a full 4-year college degrees. You can get bachelor's right from Alfred State College. Give them a call, take a tour, hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. And by Wilkins Auto Sales, car haulers, utility trailers, and dump trailers. We got a selection of quite a few up there. We want to take a peek at the haulers and trailers at Wilkins Auto Sales, 368-2842 Wilkins, and by Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park in Hornell. They're now hiring. Give them a call or stop in or log on to their website, strobelsupply.com. And by LaMax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to LaMax Automax. LaMax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete auto care including collision. Log on to LaMax Automax of 2axes.com. Check out their inventory of new or of used trucks, autos, and vans. Oyer self-storage 24-day access. Over 140 units there in Elmond and Wellsville. Safe and secure, sizes up to 10 by 30. Give them a call 382-8172 at Oyer Self-Storage. There's the doctors and staff at St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on. I want to thank them for all their support. Orthopedics Department in St. James Hospital. Injured? They've got you covered. And Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs, 281-8777, team school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. It's Valley Apparel and Designs.
Charlie Oyer on deck.
Stewart returns. Tage Stewart. Gennaro Pico, 0 for 1. Nice pitch by Stewart. 1-2. Tie it inside. So walked him. Brings up Charlie Oyer. Charlie grounded into a fielder's choice and walked and fouls that one off. Yeah, just someone mentioned that they're going to watch the Canisteo does have one more game. This is Hornell's final game of the regular season. Canisteo does play Campbell Savona tomorrow to round out their regular season for sectionals. Two and one to Oyer. And that one gets through. And another one. It's a good job by Oyer. So both Mitchell and Lamphere having trouble. High. Rondicek in running. Now a late swing by Oyer. 1-1. So Logan Rondicek checks in for Oyer, who has had a couple base running mistakes. So Rondicek, it's a great, and don't go up standing there, Logan. Be careful, bud. You're gonna get yourself injured. So nobody out. One run home here, bottom of the fifth. Logan Rondicek, the lone runner, and a 3-1 count to Davin Oyer. So Oyer walks.
Now batting for Hornell, first baseman, number 15, Braden Vaughn. Seamus Cork is on deck.
As the teams are getting together here, our coaches Coach Derek Mitchell. For Canisteo-Greenwood. So Logan Vondercheck on a second, Davinoyer at first, the lone runners. As we have a new pitcher coming in. It's number 10, Kevin Sirianni.
Number 10, Kevin Sirianni is now on the line.
Kevin, a 10th grader. Watch him warm up here. Take a look at some close-ups of the other players here. There's it looks like Tage is going out to maybe left field. Ackerman at third. I'm not sure. Maybe not because there's... No, okay. So Tage Stewart's going to short. And what they put out there? It's number 17, Spencer Berry. This one lifted. So one pitch, one out for Kevin Sirianni. Going to bring up Seamus Cork.
At the plate for the Red Raiders, number 6, Seamus Cork. Wyatt Everman on deck.
That went in the dirt. Good job by Seamus taking the first pitch. Anytime a new pitcher comes in, I believe in taking that first pitch, but you saw Oyer jump on it. I'm sorry, Braden Vaughn jumped on it. He was the batter that popped up. And it gets in there. And safe. Nice running by Vondercheck. Good job by Seamus. Does tie the ball game up.
Dan Barnett is on deck.
You know, a lot of these guys are friends and play. There's always that rivalry, you know, just 5 miles down the road. And, you know, Hornell always the bigger class school. Now they're in the classes, but I'm sure on both Canisteo's like, we got to beat Hornell, and Hornell's got the mindset of we can't lose to Canisteo. Obviously, I was born and raised in Hornell, but my whole family is from Canisteo. My dad graduated from high school in Canisteo, and uncle and cousins, and people often confuse me. They'll say, hey, you know that 4th Street in Canada? I say, I don't know where, you know, I don't know those people. I was born and raised here. You go, you're not a Canisteo Picher? I go, no. And that one's in the dirt, so runners are going to advance. So with one out now, Davin Oyer moves to third, Seamus Cork to second. Hornell did play Canisteo in basketball this year. Hornell defeated them the first game of the season. Well, Canisteo was out without Carson Chafee, and then Hornell was without Gennaro Pico, so two of the stars were both downs on their respective teams. Hornell did come away with a victory there. And a walk. So Effingham loads the bases with one out. Danny Barnett Jr. up.
Logan Snyder on deck.
That's low in the dirt. Nowhere to put him either. 1-0 count to Barnett as bases are loaded. Don't forget to give us a like on another Peisch Sports presentation of high school baseball. Appreciate it. That one's a strike, 1-1. High, 2-1. Beautiful night for baseball, really is. I didn't give you the game time temperature, but the current temperature is 65 degrees. It ended up getting, well, it got to about a high of 73 today. Barnett swings through the fastball, nice pitch. Sirianni up to 15 pitches here in relief. Full count. Barnett stays alive. Looked like that was going to be in there for a strike, so. That one's high. So a run walks home as Oyer crosses the plate. Good at bat by Daniel Barnett Jr.
Now at the plate for the Red Raiders will be the catcher, number 8, Logan Snyder. Andrew Davis is on deck.
Still only one out. That one's high as and we'll be live tomorrow night as Hornell softball will be live as they take on Bolivar Richburg at home. 2-0 count to Logan. I'm sure Logan's going to be taken here. We'll let Sirianni throw the first strike. That's high. And this is one of the ones you know he's going to have to take something off the ball to try to get it over the plate. And he does. He throws another fastball. Another run comes home. So top of the order, Andrew Davis.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, number 7, Andrew Davis.
Andrew with a double, was 1 for 3 today. One and one. I can't tell when the umpire calls it a strike or not. He kind of just lifts his hand. You know, nothing. I can't see it from this angle. That's going to be foul. That ball over my head. I've been hit once in this position, and it's from a left-handed batter, obviously. These are the ones that can foul this way. I got hit during a Hornell Steamers game. One and two, one out. Oof. That looks like a strike. It's got to be frustrating for Sirianni, and it looks like a good pitch. Oh, and airmails that one. It's a good stop. Effingham not coming home. Daniel Barnett got halfway to third and goes, wait a minute, how come Wyatt's not going home? But that ball ricocheted off the backstop and came right back to Sirianni. It's Thomas Sirianni, the catcher, and that one's fouled off. Almost hit a couple girls standing on the pitcher's mound in the dugout, or in the bat. Oh, that one's low. Another walk. Gennaro Pico was the only player for Hornell that's kind of threatened a home run. He did hit about a foot lower on this fence here where those numbers are out there at the 349. Hit about where the 4 was off the fence in a game about 4 or 5 games ago here. Still only one out. That's high. 0-1. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. Pico fouls that off for 1-2. Calls a strike on it. Inside.
Coming to the plate for Hornell will be the shortstop, number 24, Charlie Oyer.
So Charlie Oyer.
Devin Oyer on deck.
Ooh, and that hit him. Devin Oyer up. So 6 runs home. 6 runs home here in the bottom of the 5th. So Hornell leads now 7-3. This is one of those innings that you just want to end. If you're Canisteo, just get out of it here. And it's happened to Hornell more than a few times this year. That one's high. Not sure what Canisteo's pitching situation is. There's a strike, 3-1. Beautiful skies here tonight. %80 cloud cover, but there's a base hit. 1 run comes home. Makes it 9-3.
Now at the plate for the Red Raiders will be the first baseman, number 15, Braden Vaughn. Seamus Cork on deck.
So 2 outs. Braden Vaughn up. Vaughn 1 for 3. That one's high. I tell you, Thomas Sirianni, 10th grader, has done a great job catching today for Canisteo. He can jump. This one, not sure if anybody sees it. I just couldn't get it over there in time. Couldn't get over there in time. That one in the dirt. Nice, good stop by Thomas. This is a long inning. Kevin's up to 45 pitches so far here. Full count to Braden. That's high, so a walk. Brings up Seamus Cork.
Now coming to the plate for the Red Raiders, number 6, Seamus Cork. Wide up again on deck.
Cork had an RBI single earlier in this inning. The Canisteo-Greenwood girls flag football team won tonight. So that's great news for our friends to the south. Give you the score here momentarily.
Cox coming in to pitch for the Canisteo-Greenwood. Sure.
So they won 25-0 over Newark. Canisteo-Greenwood, the first round of sectionals.
Sectional update, Canisteo-Greenwood girls flag football team won 25-0 over Newark in the first round of sectionals. The scanning update compliments of Clark Spriggs.
So coming in is Colin Cox to pitch. Seamus looking at a 2-0 count. And he was swung the bat at a 3-0 pitch, or a 2-0 pitch would look like ball 3. We'll be back.
Feel like you're up against your employer. But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Richard Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. He gets the job done and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Okay, welcome back, Maple City Park.
Your catcher, number 4, Thomas Sirianni.
That whole time, that was bottom of the 5th. I had top of the 6th, or top of the 5th. 1-2 count. This one popped up. We're saying he had a tough time seeing the ball. I could see it from here. I was just wondering because this new lighting system they put in here, obviously it's very directional, LED lighting, but they also put lighting down here at the bottom that faces upward, so you don't have trouble seeing the ball. The ball's lit from underneath as well. But that ball, obviously these aren't crisp, pure white balls like they would be in the major leagues, where obviously they put a new ball in play every time, just about every pitch. These are kind of dirty, so they might not be as white to see. Never thought about that until now. That could be an issue.
That is number 5, James Smith.
So Caden Mitchell goes down. 2 down.
Now batting for the Chargers, number 5, James Smith.
This is James Smith the third. Evingham still on the mound for Hornell. Nice speed by Smith.
As a play for the Chargers, in the right fielder, number 6, Colin Cox.
Colin Cox up. Game time just reached 2 hours of play. Steal by James. Two outs. The lone runner, James Smith III, at second base. 0-2 to Colin Cox. Evingham delivers and foul. And strike 3.
All right, let's score some runs here.
Go to the bottom of the 6th. Today's game is brought to you by Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. It's Valley Apparel and Designs. And by Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell. New computers, computer repair, tower systems, network systems. It's Ed's Computers. Ed's Computers, 607-324-6424. There's the beautiful view in the clouds. Got that pink hue over. Today's game is brought to you by the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell. The Italian Villa. All your favorites, Italian, from the Italian Villa. And by Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny Counties for over 25 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. And by Rustic Lux, don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. It's Rustic Lux. Check out their huge showroom, Rustic Lux. And Wyand Chiropractic Associates, Dr. John Wyand, Dr. Rich Jakowski at Wyand Chiropractic, 20 Park Drive. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wyand today. Here you see the lighting they put underneath the stands too, so people can see when they're visiting the ballpark. Is somebody up to bat? Here, Wyatt runs out.
At the plate, the pitcher, number 2, Wyatt Evingham. Dan Barnett is on deck.
Thomas Sirianni, the pitcher. Or I apologize. Colin Cox is in. That's high, 3-0. So a 4-pitch walk from Cox puts Evingham on first.
Now coming to the plate will be the center fielder, number 22.
Nice seeing you.
Dan Barnett.
So Dan Barnett Jr. up. Takes a strike. Barnett lifts it. Should be an easy play. And it is out there for Lamphere. So 1 down.
I stand corrected. At the plate will be number 9, Lucas Hancock.
Nice hit, bud.
So Lucas Hancock up. Nice pitch from Cox.
Andrew Davis on deck.
And a foul. We'll send Evingham, who was hustling down to second for a steal, back to first. Hornell 9, Canisteo-Greenwood 3 here, bottom of the 6th. This one lifted. A nice play as Kevin Sirianni comes over for the final out of the 6th inning.
What are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
So Ackerman up.
Spencer Berry is on deck.
Andrew Davis with the out.
Again, now batting for the Chargers, number 17, Spencer Berry. Is on deck.
One and one. Spencer Berry. Berry, a 10th grader. Only 3 seniors on the Canisteo-Greenwood roster. Berry swings to that one for 1 and 2. Hornell needing a victory here going into sectionals. Canisteo another chance tomorrow against Campbell Savona. And nice play. So down to their last out, Canisteo is.
At the plate, Canisteo-Greenwood, the 7th fielder, number 2, Colby Lanfear. Kevin Sirianni on deck.
So Colby Lanfear up. 2 down. 1-1. That one fouled off. Again, want to thank everybody for joining me. Great to see. I love it. I absolutely love Hornell playing Canisteo in these sports now. And not a drop, right three. And Hornell's going to win it.
Here, Maple City Park, our final score. The Hornell Red Raiders 9, Canisteo-Greenwood Chargers 3.
So good luck to Canisteo-Greenwood in the sectional play. Good luck tomorrow. Hope you beat Campbell-Savona. And on to sectionals. And Hornell on to sectionals now, which most likely, like a 95% chance, we're going to be traveling to Batavia on Friday, as they will take on Notre Dame of Batavia Friday. Check out Peisch Sports on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to find out game time and location for that. So thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for girls softball, Hornell's senior night, as Bolivar Richburg comes to town to take on the Hornell Lady Raiders right here on Peisch Sports. We'll see you then.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
And along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home. 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
My entire practice is focused and centered around St. James Hospital in Hornell. We see a lot of joint pain from hips, shoulders, and knees, whether you're a weekend warrior or even a 80 to 90-year-old who just wants to stay active and keep walking a couple blocks in their neighborhood. I want to spend the time to connect, to really hear you and understand why you've come to visit me to seek treatment. It drives me to be the best physician I can be so that you can go back and do the things that you want to do in life.
Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Rachel Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. He gets the job done and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.